can't just walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk. And the world know that Miss Juicy Baby got the best spit game in the house.
I don't necessarily want to be on reality TV. You know, like I said, I never thought about being on a reality TV show. I always thought about just being in movies and you know, I really want to be in a movie where I can just be myself as Tanya, or not even as Tanya, as Rebecca, or motherfucker crackhead mom or something. You know, like I just want to play in movies that make people feel something. You know, and I don't want to be in the movie solely because I'm little. I really would want to be a part of getting little people out of the box of that being all we are used for or seen as is the joke, you know, because I drive a car too, and car insurance is a lot, and like, why can't I be in a Geico commercial when they charging me so much anyway? You feel me? Or like, you know, why can't I be washing a duck with Dawn dish soap because I'm saving animals?
Miss Juicy became a household name as the vibrant, outspoken star of Little Women Atlanta, known for her sharp tongue, infectious charisma, and unforgettable catchphrases. Her distinctive personality made her an instant fan favorite, propelling her to fame. But behind the glamour and spotlight of reality TV fame, her life unraveled in ways fans never imagined. From emotional exploitation and financial instability to joining a controversial religious cult, Miss Juicy's journey from TV royalty to real-life struggles paints a sobering picture of the hidden cost of reality television. Initially, Little Women Atlanta promised to shed light on the lives of women with dwarfism, showcasing their strength, resilience, and vibrant personalities. The show presented itself as empowering, aiming to break stereotypes and highlight the genuine challenges and triumphs faced by little people. However, behind the scenes, the reality was far from empowering. The show allegedly exploited its stars, including Miss Juicy, primarily for profit and sensational drama. Contracts leaked online revealed shockingly restrictive clauses that severely limited cast members from seeking additional employment opportunities outside the show, effectively trapping them in financial insecurity despite their celebrity status. As incredible as it sounds, several cast members had no choice but to take second jobs, struggling to make ends meet. This harsh reality starkly disproved the widespread assumption that reality TV stardom automatically brings wealth and financial security. The pressure to deliver drama and entertainment value was relentless and exhausting. Cast members like Miss Juicy found themselves repeatedly entangled in staged feuds, pushed relentlessly by producers into escalating confrontations purely for ratings. These artificial conflicts quickly became emotionally exhausting and, at times, physically dangerous, creating an unsustainable environment for cast members. It was a ruthless cycle in which screen time depended solely on how much drama one could generate, continuously pushing cast members into uncomfortable and distressing situations. Miss Juicy, despite her seemingly unshakable confidence and outspoken public persona, was not immune to these severe pressures. Her experience on set exacted a devastating toll on both her mental and physical health. The intensity of the show's environment eventually led to a devastating stroke, a life-threatening medical crisis that required immediate and intensive care. Fans were stunned to learn through a widely publicized GoFundMe campaign launched to cover her medical expenses that Miss Juicy was struggling financially. The shocking revelation highlighted a disturbing paradox. Despite years as a prominent star on a successful reality TV show, she found herself in a profoundly desperate financial situation. Fans and viewers alike were left deeply confused, disappointed, and outraged, raising critical questions about the exploitative nature of the reality TV industry. Yet, the story grew even darker. Confronted with severe financial stress and emotional turmoil, Miss Juicy sought comfort and stability in what would unknowingly become yet another distressing chapter in her life. She joined the World Mission Society Church of God, an organization widely criticized and labeled as a cult. This controversial church has faced intense scrutiny and numerous accusations of emotionally and financially exploiting its vulnerable members. The church used apocalyptic predictions, aggressive evangelism, and intense indoctrination tactics. Miss Juicy briefly shared images online of her involvement in this group, causing deep concern among her loyal fan base. Soon after, these images quietly disappeared, leaving fans worried and unsure of her well-being and current situation. The show's failure to accommodate its stars' unique physical needs presented yet another form of severe exploitation. Miss Juicy and other cast members often found themselves working in environments that were not adjusted for their safety or comfort, leading to numerous preventable injuries and accidents. This neglect represented a deeper layer of disregard and disrespect, amplifying both the physical and emotional vulnerabilities of the cast members. Even romantic relationships depicted on the show were frequently manipulated for sensationalism, creating toxic narratives that spilled painfully into real life. Miss Juicy herself experienced profoundly humiliating moments, such as a publicly televised rejection by a man clearly uninterested in pursuing a relationship. This staged event, designed purely for audience amusement, stripped away personal dignity and inflicted deep emotional wounds. One particularly painful dimension was the relentless emotional trauma cast members faced due to intense viewer scrutiny. Miss Juicy and her co-stars endured harsh criticism, hateful online comments, and vicious trolling after every episode aired, forcing them to repeatedly relive their lowest and most vulnerable moments. The mental strain became so severe that some cast members reportedly required professional mental health interventions, with at least one checking into a facility for urgent support. Perhaps most heartbreaking was the tragic passing of co-star Minnie. Producers reportedly turned her death and funeral into sensational televised events, providing minimal space for genuine mourning and emotional healing. Such manipulative actions left deep emotional scars on the cast, further emphasizing the ruthless extent to which reality TV values sensationalism over empathy and dignity. Since leaving the toxic environment of reality television, Miss Juicy has made significant efforts to reclaim and rebuild her life. Fans recently spotted her working quietly at a library, embracing a humble, stable lifestyle vastly different from her previous tumultuous existence. Despite past traumas, she remains actively engaged with her fan base, frequently interacting on platforms like TikTok, demonstrating inspiring resilience, openness, and strength in the face of adversity. Miss Juicy's challenging journey provides a stark reminder of reality, TV's often hidden and troubling reality, where exploitation and emotional manipulation regularly overshadow authentic storytelling. Her experiences compel us to question the true cost of entertainment, critically and deeply reflect on whether the personal toll paid by individuals like Miss Juicy is truly justified by ratings and viewer enjoyment. As viewers and fans, we hold significant power and influence. Our engagement and attention directly fuel these television shows, guiding the decisions of producers and networks. Let's take a meaningful pause and reflect. Should we demand greater responsibility, authenticity, and empathy from the reality TV industry? Is mere entertainment genuinely worth sacrificing the emotional, physical, and financial well-being of real people like Miss Juicy? Share your thoughts, spread awareness, and advocate for accountability in reality TV. After all, every real-life story deserves respect and dignity.